You set a study schedule and promise yourself this time is different. For 48 hours, you're unstoppable. And then the fire goes out. We know exactly what is on the line. We understand the responsibilities and the sheer amount of work required to succeed. Yet, even with that knowledge, the drive to sit down and execute often disappears. This happens because raw emotional excitement is a biologically finite resource. Human chemistry is not designed to maintain peak intensity for more than a few days at a time. Motivation is a passive feeling. It is a momentary spark that can start a project, but it lacks the endurance to pull you through a grueling 3-month study block. Relying on a feeling is a losing strategy. To survive the days when that initial spark is gone, you need a cognitive system that dictates your actions regardless of your mood. Building that system requires shifting from passive hope to active discipline through aggressive self-interrogation. You have to stop checking your mood and start auditing the facts. This framework consists of 3 questions that must be answered every single morning to keep your focus locked on the target. Question 1. Who are you? Looking at this axis of your current reality, you must establish a brutally honest baseline of your habits, your actual work ethic, and your current level of competence. Question 2. What do you want to do? This identifies the target node at the top of the axis, exposing the massive vertical gap between where you stand and where you want to be. Question 3. How prepared are you? When you measure your actual progress against that target, you reveal the specific lack of preparation that you must address today. Answering these 3 questions every morning eliminates passivity. It clarifies the exact uncomfortable work required of you today, whether you feel like doing it or not. But an analytical system still needs a power source. Selfish ambition is often too thin to keep you working when you are exhausted. It is too easy to negotiate with yourself when you are the only one losing. Your most reliable fuel is the responsibility you owe to your parents and the sacrifices they made to provide this opportunity. The hopes of your family serve as an external, immovable anchor. When your internal drive fails, that weight keeps you from drifting away from your goals. Recognizing this heavy duty ensures the 3 audit questions are answered honestly, especially on the hardest, most exhausting days. Discipline comes from recognizing the people who invested in your potential and deciding that their sacrifice will not be met with your failure. This sense of duty clarifies that you are assembling your future, brick by brick, through the specific actions you take right now. Because the stakes are so high, stagnation is no longer an option. If your future depends on today's work, then standing still is the equivalent of despair. You must follow the rule of continuous motion. If you lack the high motivation to fly, you must find a way to run. If you cannot run, you must walk. And if the exhaustion is so heavy that you cannot walk, you must crawl. The absolute speed of your progress is irrelevant. The only requirement is the sheer continuity of your movement. Your responsibility as a student isn't to always feel inspired or to operate at maximum speed. Success is simply the stubborn, daily refusal to stop moving forward.